Story 1. I was accused of essaying my ex-girlfriend and it has ruined my life. Now my friends want to talk after all of these years. Plus update. I was accused of essaying my ex-girlfriend and it has ruined my life. Now my friends want to talk after all of these years. Let me just start off by saying that no, I did not essay my ex-girlfriend. I 24M was accused of essaying my ex-girlfriend 23F about 7 years ago, and it has ruined my life. I was a quiet kid in high school who had a small group of friends. I was a band kid, straight A's, that type of crowd. Now in my sophomore year, I met my ex, let's call her A, and we dated on and off over a year. A and I also have a small past together. Her parents worked with my parents and were best friends, and we already knew each other well. We had no issues within the relationship and we saw each other at least 3 times a week. We went to separate schools. Now I was the one who did the damage. I broke up with her for multiple different reasons. The main one being her sister tried to stab me with a kitchen knife. A year goes by now, nearing the end of my junior year, and my buddy, we'll call him Jay, calls me and tells me A is accusing me of essaying her. I hadn't seen her or spoken to her since our breakup, and Jay and my friend group all knew that, so I naturally shrugged it off and thought it wouldn't be too much of an issue, kind of just a friend group rumor type of deal. Now this is where I was wrong. By the beginning of my senior year, I had received death threats on numerous occasions, all of my friends turning on me, and it all led to me getting arrested. While I was in holding, someone killed my dog while my parents weren't home and left a note calling me a R*****************. That dog was my best friend through all of this and was the final straw in my decision. The charges were dropped due to the little evidence A had provided. I took my second chance at life and ran away. After high school, which after all the court hearings was only a few weeks away, I had moved across the state, losing all of my high school friends, changed my phone number, and deleted all social media. My parents knew I left but had no idea where I was. I was a ghost, and it was the way my life had to be. Living on my own wasn't how it always sounds for an out-of-high-school student like myself. I spent the first 2 years hiding away in my apartment. I spent months overthinking and questioning my own thoughts. I went to work and went home. I did not converse with anyone for 2 years. I had no friends, and I was lonely. All I had was my new dog Bosco. Yes, he is named after the bear from Avatar, The Last Airbender. I was living in hell with my only escape being my dog and my games, which I deleted all of my online friends as well. Eventually, I met a lovely woman, we'll call her K, and I met while I was at the dog park with Bosco. This girl has done everything for me and I love her so much. She hasn't doubted my side since the day I told her and has helped me start my life over, including helping me make new friends. Sorry for the rambling, but I'm nearing the end of the story. Now, last week I had made a new social media account and added only my new friends, and K's family. My family understands why I did not add them, as it would link me to my hometown. I received an odd message request this morning. I looked in disbelief as I saw it was from Jay, asking me where I have been and if I was okay. I did not open it, I just let it be and went about my day. Now I have 5 new friend requests from my old friend group, all of them messaging me asking me where I was and if I wanted to meet up and talk. I decided to message Jay back and told him everything I've been waiting to tell him. You guys turned your backs on me, tarnished my name, and helped to destroy my life and my reputation back in hometown name. Do you really expect me to reply back to you after that? I went on and explained what happened, including how someone murdered my dog. I've spent years in therapy, countless hours of trial and error to socialize again, and what felt like an eternity to trust anyone. I have new friends and an awesome girlfriend, all have which contributed to my success at restoring my humanity. I've been thinking about it all day today, and I still don't know if I should give my old friends another chance. Maybe they've grown up and regretted their decisions, or maybe they just expect me to forgive them. If anyone has any opinion on this, please comment. Sorry for the rambling, I just needed a safe place to be able to share my story and my recent events. Kay already does so much for me, and I don't want to text her while she's at work about this. Thank you for reading, and any comments that follow are much appreciated. Update: Jay and my other old friends told me everything that happened since I've been gone. To sum it all up, A is a drug addict and does not live in my hometown anymore. They all apologized to me, but I told them we could no longer be close. The drama and memories would all come back, and I've worked too hard to get where I am in life to let some dumb old friends ruin that. After they apologized, they all took turns admitting they regret taking A's side. They told me they have no idea who killed my dog, also to mention my dog was killed with rat poison, if some of you were wondering. However, none of them understood the fact that I cannot be close with them anymore. I blocked them all. It feels really nice to have closure and not have the consequences of being close with them. Kay really helped me through this, and I've read a lot of your comments, and I respect everyone's opinion. Also, to touch up on some questions everyone had. A's sister did not like me at all. She also had serious mental health issues that ended up landing her in mental health facilities on multiple occasions. I have no idea where she is now, and I honestly could care less. She is a horrible human being and deserves nothing. A admitted to the false accusation some time after I moved across the state. Jay and the others told me they were all at a college party, where A was ****faced and decided it was a good idea to get frisky with another old friend of mine. His name is irrelevant. She told him she came up with the accusation months after I broke up with her because I was her first love and I deserved it. I guess the crazy runs in the family. The lesson to take away from this: don't give anyone a second chance. They broke your trust the first time and should not be given another chance. Know your self-worth. Thank you everyone who commented and gave me some self-esteem. Your opinions are greatly appreciated, more than you know. Second update: since internet trolls and others are asking for proof or clarification on my expenses, living arrangements, etc., I'll post them so y'all can move on with your lives. One Bosco is a beagle who I adopted at the age of 3.5 years old, months after I moved. His maintenance is low and he does not mind being alone by himself. Heartworm tests / prevention $65 annually, and vaccines anywhere from $60 to $120 annually depending on which vaccines he requires. He's an amazing dog who brings joy to me, and I give him a happy home with everything he needs at his disposal: food, potty pads, and toys all laid out in front of him. Moving across the state at the age of 18 and fresh out of high school is not easy, but I had to do what I had to do. I sold a lot of possessions: drum set, guitars, snowboards, furniture, etc., to afford the first and last month's rent with deposit. I also had a graduation party, which I ate up a lot of that money, as well as the money I had been saving since I started working at 16. I planned on going to college, so I saved as much as I could. Hard, yes. Impossible, absolutely not. 3. I have no idea why my old friends wanted to rekindle after all these years, and no, I do not know how they found my social media page. It was a FB account that I created to keep in touch with Kay's family and my friends, especially the new online friends I made. If you want to know how they did, go ask Mark Zuckerberg about the FB algorithm. Maybe they stalked me, who TF knows. For to those internet trolls who think they know it all because they're sitting in their mama's basement, eating their big old bag of Cheetos, not everyone lives an easy life like yourself, and I kindly ask to try and compose yourself. If you don't believe my story, that's fine. Not a lot of people do. But try your hardest to wrap your greasy heads around the fact that other individuals live totally separate lives from yours. Not all of us have the luxury of staying at home and playing video games. I did not give up, and I refused to be homeless, which meant I got up off my and worked nearly every day of my life to make sure that didn't happen. I went to therapy, which was a bonus of staying in my parents' healthcare, went to work, and moved on. Thanks for reading my post, but just know the admins will remove those obnoxious comments you work so hard to compose. Thanks. 5 to everyone else, thank you for reading my post and understanding. I appreciate all of your comments and opinions. They were very uplifting and helped me clear my head and helped me realize that I don't need my old friends to be happy. Thank you, ***. Story 2, update, my girlfriend, F27, shot herself after I, 30M, left her house and is in recovery, causing everyone to ghost me. I left her. Original post. This is a sensitive topic and I'm not going to go into detail for obvious reasons. I am actively being kept in the dark by her family and honestly these days have blended together. We have been together for almost 3 years off and on. This is by far my longest relationship. We've had a lot of trials and most of it pertains to our mental struggles. Sometimes it was her, sometimes it was me, but we made it work. I know this is going to sound cheesy, but I really feel like she is my soulmate. There has been an ongoing issue with her lashing out and me enduring it. Twice, I cancelled gigs for my job so I could stay up late at night to talk her out of hurting herself. That has been a constant clash between us. She feels I think she's ugly because of scars on her wrists and legs and thinks it is not my place to try to get her help. The past year has been rough on both of us and I've not been able to be there mentally for her as much as I was in the past. I am in a place in my career where I have been busy for the first time in my life and I'm fortunate enough to have a full-time job during these times. The thing is, we haven't really been fighting leading up to this. The last time I saw her was peaceful and I honestly thought we were better than we ever had been. We had just talked about finally getting to go see the ocean once everything had settled down. She just asked if I could call off tomorrow to spend the day with her so we could smoke and hang out. I just said I was busy and she took it okay if I thought. Nothing changed. And I left after an hour or so because I really needed to get some sleep. I got a call at about 6 the next morning. She'd shot herself with her friend's gun. Her mom told me she would rather not see me there. I didn't go to work, so I just sat at my home in shock. Nobody would tell me anything. It's really broken a lot of trust with a lot of people that I would call lifelong friends. I don't want to know every detail, I just wanted to make sure she was okay. A few days later, her dad called and said I could go visit her. He didn't say much, just that something else had happened too. She's had other medical problems. She was asleep when I saw her. They think she's going to recover pretty confidently. I was there 10 minutes before her dad ushered me out. I tried to talk to a doctor, but he kept nudging me to leave. About 3 more days later, her sister called me and said that she may be coming home soon. And that's when she told me I would have a chance to make things right. I asked what she meant, and apparently my girlfriend blamed me for everything. She sent a text accusing me of abandoning her and saying things I never would dream of saying. She also states that I had borrowed the gun for my friend and gave it to her. That doesn't make sense. She ended the call with, "Once she comes home, you can focus on helping her and saving your relationship." That was a week ago and I haven't heard anything since. Social media has been quiet, no calls or texts. The only people I've been around is when I'm at the bar, and people are just as surprised as I am to learn that I don't know nothing. It just doesn't add up to me. If they think I did these awful things, why would anyone want me back with her? Is she awake right now? I've searched a bit, but I can't really find anything out. I have called my friend who owns the firearm multiple times, and I am pretty close to just driving up to his house to figure out what is going on, or at least get him to tell her family the truth. I sent her sister a text telling her the truth in every detail, how about what happened when I was there. I even sent her screenshots of us wishing each other a good night and talking about how we could hang out that weekend when I'm off work. Anyhow, the main thing of this post is I need advice because I'm planning on breaking up with her at the moment. This was just too far for me and I can't handle it. I feel awful just typing this. I am bawling my eyes out right now, but I can't help someone who doesn't want help and would say those things about me. I am being treated so horribly for something I didn't do and I need peace. I really love her and I would honestly be in that hospital bed instead of her if I could. But this has crossed a line. Normally we would fight and one of us would cave. I would be mad and within a day be wanting to talk to her again. I don't think I could ever look someone in the eyes after they've done something like that to me. I feel like a piece of shit. Have they even deleted every picture of us off my phone? And if it wouldn't stir anything up, I would remove everything related to her from social media. I know this is out of everyone's pay grade. I just need to know him wrong thinking this way. Is there something I'm missing? I am just dumbfounded and I don't tell who what is real anymore. Update. A couple days after the post, I met with the mother in person. I asked her to meet with me through text. She has always loved me since I started dating her daughter years ago. I can confidently say that they are not going to come after me legally or there is any malicious intent. Unfortunately, the person I loved did indeed say awful things about me and lie. She will recover from the shooting. I showed her the messages. I showed her a text where my girlfriend was joking about wanting to keep the pistol grips, clarifying it was my friend's gun. I also showed her texts during some of the rougher times, me staying up all night to talk her out of self-harm, etc. She also agreed to me recording us talking with my phone. This time has gotten everyone paranoid and I needed to know that there was no twist or ambush coming. We both cried a few times talking. I also dropped the bomb that I would be leaving her daughter. She is officially my ex and I feel torn about that, but I have to get away. Her mom agrees that it was unfair and horrible for her to lie about me. And that feels so validating and painful, hearing it out loud that her daughter lied. She promised to get her help and apologize to me. She even said that she would still consider me a son. I have no ill will towards her family and I hope they have none for me. I understand they were just trying to protect their daughter, and based on her story, I was this manipulative monster who tried rob them of her. I also want to clarify that I was unofficially barred from seeing her at the hospital. I could have gone, but I didn't want to make a grieving family's time harder, and I am thankful for the time they did let me see her. Her sister texted me and apologized as well. A day later, yesterday, I met with my friend who owned the gun. I showed up at his house after he continuously ignored me. It was basically a huge misunderstanding. He was afraid that I was angry at him for letting her borrow the gun, and I took his silence on the issue as validating her lie. We're good. I have a friend now. I have also signed up for counseling and will be going to my first online appointment Saturday. As for my job, I am taking a week leave using my vacation days, the time I was going to use to go to the beach with her, because while I did continue to work throughout all this, I need a break. As for my ex, I believe she's home. I have blocked her on everything and I have no intention of talking to her again. Some of her eyes were very personal and there is no other way to take what she said. It fucking hurts. I have loved this person more than I have loved anyone in this world. But this is something I have to do completely or not at all. I have texted our mutual friends, my entire friend group, stating that I would gladly talk to any of them and set the record straight, and I've even received a couple replies showing support for me. Which kinda seems hollow, honestly. At the end of the day, I think I will be okay now. I do love my ex, her family has always treated me right and accepted me in when mine would not. I will always be thankful for them. I'm pretty sure my friend group will continue on without me or her, though I may end up breaking down sooner or later because of it. I feel like I've lost out on a chapter of my life. Years wasted. I feel irrationally angry sometimes. I know we didn't have the best relationship, but I didn't deserve that. It helps me to keep repeating that to myself. In some ways, I might have saved her life. I did make a point to mention to both the mother and sister that I could have posted every bit of our dirty laundry on Facebook, but I'm not going to do that unless provoked. That is not a threat. They both understood that I mean that in case my ex tries to come after me in any way. It still hurts like right now typing this. But I hope it will with time.